What up, y'all? Shout out all my dukes and duchesses. This is Wilhelm Duke. If you are new to my channel, please comment, like, subscribe. You know I can use all the help that y'all can give me. So happy you guys are here. Let's get into it. Okay, actually, no, we're not getting into it. Let me break it down for you so you can smoke up what I'm rolling, right? Let me break it down for you so you can smoke up what I'm rolling. Huge hot topic with the entire music industry. Maybe not so much once you get into more mainstream levels, right? But definitely at the DIY, at the indie, at the scene level, there's a huge misconception, there's a huge turnoff when it comes to this term, and that's why the title of this video is called The Truth About Pay to Plays, right? Pay to play. Right? A lot of rappers are holier than thou. They think it's beneath them. They think that if you're paying for some opportunity like that, devaluing the art, devaluing the craft, which I can understand, obviously, and I can see these perspectives because I've also had these perspectives. I'm an artist that never wants to do a pay-to-play, never wants to enter into a situation like that. The Duke's perspective, all right? An MC that's hit viral numbers, okay? Played shows out of state, an MC that's worked for one of his favorite MCs in Twista, has put out a lot of records and released multiple projects. The thing that I gotta say about pay to play is that it's not bad and it's not good necessarily, right? It is what it is. In interface and engage with pay to play strategically, it can be of your utmost benefit. Different pay-to-play situations that I've been in. While opening for Twista, even though I was working for him, I still paid for that slot. Pay-to-play, absolutely worth it. 10-minute slot, did 3 songs, crowd went wild, crowd was lit. Cincinnati, Ohio, got to perform in a place that's damn near ancient, you know, from the 1800s. The Mach B is amazing. Wax and Mac Lethal, Palmer Squares, Ubiquitous, Joey Cool. For the most part, every opener that I've done, every opener that I've been a part of, with the exception of a couple. For example, I opened up for Redman and Method Man. I didn't have to pay for that. That was through a mutual connection, which I'm super grateful for. That's right, sorry, I forgot. I had opened up for Judah Priest of the Brooklyn Zoo, and I also paid for that slot as well. I did that out in Plano. Back to what I was saying. The whole point about pay-to-play slots, especially when it comes to openings, are if you're a good performer, and you really know how to soak up the moment and make a great use out of it, then pay-to-plays could be one of your best friends, especially if you wouldn't be able to get in that door or around those people or up on that stage otherwise, then why not pay for it? If you can back up your skill on the mic, if you can back up what you're saying on the record, if you bring the oomph, and you have charisma, then it shouldn't matter how you got there. I know we give a lot of guff and a lot of shit to like what we call nepo babies and nepotistic babies, but you know, they even have to work to get to where they are. Is it easier in some aspects for them? Sure. And we can all acknowledge that and be 100. But at the same time, you know, again, no matter how they got there, everybody's got to cut their teeth. I believe everybody's got to cut their teeth. So artists paying your dues, yeah, pay your dues. I don't necessarily think you have to do pay-to-plays. But I think that if you're so against pay-to-plays, you are just objectively going to miss out on opportunities that if you would have opened your mind to paying for them, it could have blown your mind. So that's my truth about pay-to-plays, is that they're not actually bad. They're not necessarily good. You move with light and you are good and you know what you're doing. You can utilize pay-to-play strategically to advance your career, get around people that you otherwise might not be able to, and, you know, really make an impact. Of all of the people that I've opened up for, it wasn't about being around necessarily the people that I opened up for. It was more so the people that I got to connect with because I was opening up for those people, right? It wasn't about meeting the famous rapper or the recording artist that you look up to. It was literally about delivering a performance that certain specific people would gravitate towards because they're already there seeing one of their favorite artists, and you too share that in common. As I'm a fan of this rapper, so is the person in the audience seeing me open up for this rapper. And that's why I like pay-to-plays. Pay-to-plays can also be a bunch of different things. So I do encourage caution, skepticism, discretion, and hesitancy when it comes to approaching pay-to-plays. For example, I wouldn't just pay to be on any playlist. Do your research, know the curator, understand how it works, And really, when it comes to playlisting like on Spotify, I would really just stick to editorials. I wouldn't necessarily pay a crazy amount to be on independent radio or podcasting that doesn't get a lot of traffic, right? So know what people are trying to charge for and how much value they're actually giving out. Because again, pay to play can come in a lot of different forms. And when it comes in the form of opening up for a big artist, could be very useful, and I highly recommend it. Leave a comment below or reach out to me via email and ask me questions about whether you think these are legitimate offers or openings or not. Feel free to reach out. I will answer your questions. I do music business for a living. I take on clients across the nation, and I help rappers improve what they're doing. Eventually, everyone's gonna have to pay the cost to be the boss. They're gonna have to pay the price to be this nice. So I highly recommend getting your feet wet and experimenting with a few pay-to-plays in a way that you feel good about. So you have to go into these situations knowing that this is money that you're just giving up, gambling away. You shouldn't feel attached to it. You shouldn't feel emotional about it. If you got to drop 200 to 400, look at that as cakewalk. That's nothing. That's just slight investment, slight money. That's cheese, right? Not even. That way, when you hit that stage for 10 minutes, it's no pressure and you're just gonna kill it. And the money didn't even matter. And in fact, fuck the artist that you're opening up for. Really, you just paid for stage time so you could get in front of those people, as opposed to selling tickets. For some artists, let's be real, selling tickets to people can be very difficult, especially when people don't believe in you, when people don't rock with you. But what about when you're at the point when you're already rocking with yourself? So, again, however you got there, don't worry about anybody's opinion. If you're a dope MC and you can back up your performance, if you can back up your stage presence, you got records, do a pay to play. Get in front of those people, meet new fans, get them to follow you, sell merch. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, shout out all my dukes and duchesses. This is the truth about pay to plays. They're not bad. Utilize them. Be strategic. If you have any questions about pay to plays, reach out. wilhelmdukemgmt. That's wilhelmdukemgmt@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Again, if you're new to Wilhelm Duke, shout out all my dukes and duchesses. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. I have a lot more videos, entertainment, educational, informational. I'm teaching y'all the music business. I'm helping out rappers. Come mess with me.